Good morning, team Basecamp. Hey, welcome to this review of Vo2max intervals 5 times 3 minutes. I'm doing Jaime one because she said she did it yesterday, so I could do this review this morning because I have some traveling this afternoon. But two, when I took a look at it, there's something really cool to see in here. So, you know how I'm a big nerd and everybody sees my data and whatever and all the little science stuff I've been posting for you. I'm also sometimes I just like seeing or looking or feeling the data. So I'm going to take a non-scientific approach. First off, Jamie, great job. I mean, you're turning things green. You're doing great work. It's awesome to see. I love seeing your energy in the Facebook group. Thank you for that. Now, let's dig into this workout. We know that there were 5 times 3 minutes in the workout. And if I analyze in, we can see that quickly that she did do this one indoors. And I always check the map. Yep, that's an indoor ride, or she's in a quite unique location. But the indoor, right? It is best to be outdoors and because we're going to perform outdoors, we want to be training outdoors, but an occasional indoor use, particularly on these highly specific intervals, that's powerful. So right off the bat, you can say not only did she nail this workout, she actually held back a little too much. Remember in my workout preview, I wanted you to go low target on the first one, ride into your power for the intervals. She did, but I wanted you to really push the second and third one, even if you declined a little here. I have a feeling, just based on her post and looking at this workout, she actually felt better than she expected to feel. And sometimes it's hard to trust in that, right? So you don't quite go that max early until you get closer. Then you're like, hey, I can see the finish line. I'm willing to go harder now. So you could have went a little harder in here and seen what happened. You would have had actually, I bet, a slightly better workout. But that being said, you built power throughout. This is a very good workout. You certainly pushed it on this last one. But here's what I want to do. I'm actually going to leave the workout. I want to just visually, let's move away from all the numbers. You had great numbers. This was like 145 normalized power through the intervals. You were hitting all these numbers, really great. But visually, we can see that, right? You were hitting it. You were hitting the targets. If I wanted to take a quick look, let's see if you marked the laps. Looks like you did. Yep. So you were hitting 177 watts there. We could look at the last one. 194 watts. You are holding back. You've got more power in you, lady. Give it a push. All right. But here's what I want to show you, right? Here's a visual trick. We're gonna leave the science world a little bit. I'm going to show you something that you can often see when you get fit. So I add the heart rate here. Look how so many of these, you can really see it here when she started going harder, right? You have this rounded uptick and then a sharp drop off, which if you look at sort of begins to look like shark fins. These are shark fins swimming that way, right? I hope my camera isn't reversed. That way, I think that way, this way, right? And we can see the first one was really slow. Her heart rate was coming up because she wasn't going that hard. When she really started going hard, particularly this third one, you see this rounding of the uptake and a more rapid recovery, right? And this last one, she doesn't go quite as low in the recovery because she went a little harder, but you still see that rapid tick down, which actually makes these look like shark fins. Shark fins are indicative of good aerobic fitness, of building aerobic fitness. And you're like, well, Tim, what's the science of shark fins, right? Well, you slow the heart rate response. Your VO2 kinetics are better controlled because the aerobic demand is being managed better by your body, whether centrally, how much oxygen you're, or centrally or peripherally, I should just say, sorry. So you're just managing the demand better, and then you're recovering quicker. You're managing the demand better and you're covering. So if you kind of look at this with a little cross eye, right, you see the shark fins. Now I want to do something, and you could all do this. Go back to an earlier Vo2max workout. There's one on the 21st. You can find similar workouts. You'll see the same impact. And I'm going to go into analyze. We're doing 4 times 4. I'm going to line the workouts a little bit just so we see it a little better. So I was close. Now we look at heart rate. You notice how quick and then it flattens, quick and then it goes up really high. and the slowdown, those don't look like shark fins. Sort of maybe, but not nearly what happens. As you get more and more aerobically fit, you go from these kind of top hatty rounded views to shark fins. So there's my workout review of the day. Remember, because you were applying power, and she actually was doing a good bit more power this time, like than versus this workout. So the reality is you can visually see her ability to input stress, more watts in the system went up, and the underlying strain, what's happening to her system when we do these. Here we see the system rapid response, heart rate comes right up. She doesn't have the fitness to deal with it. So you have to deal with it in stroke pace, like your heart goes up. You need more strokes. Your heart needs to beat faster to supply the muscular demand. Now you go back, and I'll do this one more time. You go back to this workout, and you definitely see that more controlled, that slower, smoother uptick of heart rate. And you see that nice kind of undercut shift back, starting to look more and more like shark fins. If you kept on the path you were going for another month or two, you're going to continue to see that look more and more like Jaws. Great work. Hope you enjoyed the day.